Okay, I'm doing my video today on a couple numbers and a couple words. I was looking up what changed was in the Greek Strong's Concordance, and changed, or to change, is 236. We're going to find out how that number is interesting. But this number comes from the scripture. One of the scriptures it comes from is 1 Corinthians 15:51. It's the one that says, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we will all be changed. So it has something to do with our transformation, something to do with the wedding and Jesus coming for his bride. Okay, now, the word wedding, and I've shown this before in the past, and I've talked about this number 969. Wedding equals 969 in Hebrew gematria. And what's interesting about this is that pi equals 69. The opposite of pi is 96 because it's 69 going backwards. And pi represents time. So it's time and antitime coming together, heaven and earth. It's the wedding. And if you take 969, you do this 9 times 6 times 9, then add it to its reverse, which is 969. 9 times 6 times 9 is going to equal 972. And if you add that to its reverse, 279, it's going to be 1251. And I'll leave a link to the video I did on 1251, but it has to do with time and antitime coming together. It has something to do with the numbers on the clock and then the numbers of the clock going backwards. And you think of 12 like noon, then you get 51, which is 12 going backwards. 51 is the reflection of 12. It's like time and antitime coming together. It's symmetry. So when time and antitime work together, there is no time because they cancel each other out. But you can work perfectly when they're perfectly symmetrical. So when we're given the wings of the great eagle, it's like time and antitime. We can fly, we can move, but yet time doesn't pass. It's interesting anyway. And another thing too, if you take 9 plus 6 plus 9, it equals 24. And if you go backwards, it'll equal 24. So 24 times 24 equals 576. Then add it to its reverse, 675, it's 1251. Another way to look at this too is 96 plus 9 is 105. And if you think about 105 going backwards, and you drop the zero, it's going to look like 1551, like the scripture, 1 Corinthians 15:51, that we shall be changed. And what's interesting, if I go back to the Greek number for transform, change, is 236. Now, if you take the number 236, 23 times 6 is 138, plus 831 is 969. So it has to do with the wedding, it has to do when we're going to be changed. And if you break down the word wedding, and you take each letter and shrink it down to its smallest value, like W is 23, 2 is 3 is 5, E is 5, and you do that all the way across, then add it to its reverse. Don't carry the number over, like 7 plus 5 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, 5 plus 5 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. Do that all the way across, you're going to get 314, 8413. And what's interesting about that number is pi is 3.14. And so that would be the opposite of pi. You got 8 in the middle. So 3 plus 1 plus 4 is 8, and 4 plus 1 plus 3 is 8. So you got 888, which represents all time coming together, the 3 timelines, which will stop time, and then it'll make a way out of time so that you then be living in the now. It says time and antitime will work together to make a way out of time. And if you take 8 times 8 times 8 equals 512, plus 215 its reverse is 727, which is 314 plus 413. So it's about the time when we're going to be changed. That's what this wedding represents. And only Jesus can bring heaven and earth together because he came from earth and he also came from heaven. And he died for us and made a way out of time for us. Okay, that's my video for today, and I hope everybody has a good day.